Misfit Kids, happy Sunday. We miss you guys on today's Shutdown, and we cannot wait to see you again next week. But it is Miss Hannah, and I'm here with my friend Black Panther. Since we're in our Marvelous series, and we're talking about all of our favorite superheroes.
Okay, it's not really Black Panther, guys. It's just Miss Joy. I couldn't breathe in there anymore. We're so glad that you are here with us on this Shutdown Sunday, watching us, even though we can't hang out in person. And we're talking superheroes.
Yes, we've talked about some really cool ones so far.
Some of my favorites.
We've talked about Loki. Can't go wrong with Loki, the god of mischief.
Yes.
He is so funny to me.
Yes, he's hilarious. We also talked about my all-time favorite
superhero. The best!
Captain America. We talked about being honest like Captain America, being honest like Cap. So
we talked about Black Widow.
Oh, she's so cool with her ninja moves. Man.
My favorite thing about her is that she doesn't have like any actual powers, but she still can keep up with the rest of the heroes.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
All right, so today we are kicking off with a new superhero that we're going to talk about today. But before we talk about him, we have a couple questions. First of all, who is your favorite superhero that we've talked about so far? Pretty sure you guys can guess mine.
And
Cap,
mine too.
Always, and Miss Joy too. That's why we're such good friends. Yes, Cap is always mine. I love Captain America. Okay, so our next question is, if you could have one superhero partner, who would you have? Cap's kind of an obvious one.
Yeah.
It would have to be Tony, Iron Man.
He is really cool. He do all kinds of cool stuff.
Yes, he's got all like the money and like the brains. Yeah.
What about Ant-Man? He could like go get extra French fries from like Dairy Queen and stuff. It'll be delicious.
But he would use his ants, and that might be a little gross.
Yeah, I guess that might be kind of gross. Never mind.
Yeah, don't think that would be a good option. Okay, so last week we talked about Captain America. We talked about being honest like Cap, and how that's probably my favorite thing about Cap is how brutally honest that he is, which I think some of the Avengers might find just a little bit annoying.
He's honest even when it's really hard, and even when he sometimes has to disagree with the people that are close to him.
Yes. So today we are kicking off a new hero that we're going to talk about. Any guesses on who you think we're going to talk about? I mean, I think Miss Joy knows. She got the outfit right. Yes, today we are going to talk about Black Panther. And we're going to talk about how his name was T'Challa, and he was the king of a country called Wakanda. And we actually have a little bit of a clip to show you guys, and then we'll explain it.
My name is King T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka. I am the sovereign ruler of the nation of Wakanda. And for the first time in our history, we will be sharing our knowledge and resources with the outside world. Wakanda will no longer watch from the shadows. We cannot. We must not. We will work to be an example of how we as brothers and sisters on this earth should treat each other. Now more than ever, the illusions of division threaten our very existence. We all know the truth. More connects us than separates us. But in times of crisis, the wise build bridges, while the foolish build barriers. We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe.
Okay, so in case you guys just didn't know, King T'Challa was a king of a country called Wakanda. And one thing that was kind of cool about Wakanda is that they had a ton of technology, but the whole world didn't know about it. They kept it a secret. In fact, Cap's shield is made out of a metal called vibranium, and it comes from Wakanda, but nobody knew that because they wanted to keep all of their technology a secret. They didn't trust the world with it because they thought that they wouldn't make very good choices with it. But in the video you just watched, T'Challa made a choice, and he decided that it was time for Wakanda to share their knowledge with others because they wanted to help the world. He saw that the world was struggling, and he saw that they needed help and that they needed the technology that Wakanda had. And in the movie, the world is completely shocked because they thought Wakanda was just a poor African country, but actually they had a ton of technology and a ton of resources to help the world. So in fact, what we're going to talk about today is something that might sound a little crazy, kind of like what we have sitting on the table here.
What is this?
Okay, so let me explain it. So we have frosting, okay?
Yum.
So what we're going to talk about is how, have you guys ever had a moment where something completely caught you off guard?
Yes, like you having frosting on the table right in front of me.
It might be a little bit tempting. Okay, something completely caught you off guard and sounds like it's not going to make any sense at all. But actually, it does. So one thing I have here is I have a cracker. It's a normal, plain, salty, it's actually called a buttery smooth cracker.
Ooh.
So what if we took some frosting and ate it on just a plain cracker? Normally people would eat it on like a piece of cake or a cupcake, but what do you think a cracker would taste like?
Ooh. I think I'm going to try it. Is that too much frosting? Should I keep going with the... I think I should go maybe a little bit more with the frosting. All right. Ooh.
I don't think there is such a thing as too much frosting.
No, never too much frosting. All right, I'm going to try it. You said it's okay?
It's good. I like it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Okay. Yeah, I like it. It's a little salty,
so
a little
it's something,
sweet.
Yeah, exactly. It's not something you would think of every day. It's salty and sweet. It's an unusual combination, but it works because the salty makes the sweet actually taste sweeter.
You're right.
In my opinion. So my favorite snacks are salty and sweet. A good mix of both. What is something else that you think would be a salty and sweet combo?
I have a friend who eats Doritos and chocolate chips.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I tried it. It's not my favorite, but it's always good. Maybe you guys like it. Do you guys like it?
Yeah. What are some combos that you guys like?
Yeah, what are some weird combinations that you guys have? Oh, we'd love to hear about it. I like to try weird new things. Speaking of weird things, why do you have cheese on this plate with the frosting?
Because I wanted to see if you would try it. See if it's a combo that would work.
Oh, I love cheese. Wait, with the frosting?
Yes. To see if it'll work.
Okay. What do you guys think? Good? Not good?
You're wearing the Black Panther costume, so you gotta be more brave.
Maybe I'm gonna put a lot of frosting on this
That's
one.
a ton of frosting.
Okay. All right. Okay. I just shove it in there and just take it.
See if it works.
Well, it's something.
No, I am not trying that because I don't feel like that would be a combo that would work. So, why we're talking about this today is because sometimes things in life, they don't make sense, but then when you actually give it a try, it does kind of end up working out. Like the cracker tastes good, cheese not so much. I think Mr. might throw that up later.
I need some more water.
So, another example of what we're going to talk about today is we're not going to actually tell you a Bible story today. We're just going to talk about something that Jesus said. And you guys might have heard of it before. Miss Joy, have you ever heard of something called the Golden Rule?
The Golden Ruler? I had one in school. Whenever I would get bad, my teacher would be like, smack,
Not a
smack.
ruler, a golden rule, like our Epic Kids rules.
Oh, tell me more.
Okay, so in the Bible, in Matthew chapter 7, Jesus is telling them if someone is kind to you, it's easy to love them. It's easy to love a nice person.
Yes.
Someone who gets you presents or
it.
someone encourages you. But if someone is mean to you,
You should be mean to them.
that's not the golden rule, though.
But you should be, if someone's mean to you, you should be mean to them.
But is that what Jesus would have done? I know. I went there. Yes, actually, in that verse, Jesus told his disciples that he wants us to love others no matter what. No matter if they're kind, no matter if they're rude or mean, Jesus wants us to love them no matter what. That's what the golden rule is that we're supposed to think of others more than ourselves. So King T'Challa said in that video that it was time for Wakanda to help others with the resources that they have. So that's what we're talking about today. Our big idea is think of others like the Black Panther. So sometimes combos don't work. It does not make sense when someone is mean to you that you're supposed to be kind to them.
It doesn't.
But that's what Jesus would want us to do because that's what he did. He loved people. He loves us no matter how many times we mess up. So we should have that same forgiveness and that same love for others.
Ugh. You got me. Right.
It's
That
not
is right.
easy. We can't do it on our own for sure.
For sure.
That would be helpful. Which also leads to our verse to remember.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Who remembers our verse to remember and the actions? That's the hard part, is remember the actions.
They have been getting lots of sugar from our sugar
I know, we're running out of candy.
I know. You guys are eating it all because you are telling us the verse and we love it.
Yes.
Tell us that verse as many times as you can. But if you forgot it, we're going to do the actions to remind you what they are.
Okay, so our actions is the Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him and he helps me. Psalms 28:7. I'm not doing the numbers again because I totally messed that up the last time we did one of these videos. I completely forgot how to count.
Should we do it one more time in case they missed it?
Yes.
Okay.
The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him and he helps me.
Yes.
Psalms 28:7. Should we do some actions for our big idea too?
We should. We know that actions always help you guys remember things. So let's do some actions to help us remember our big idea. Now, if you guys have your own actions, you can do them too. Because I know you guys are so smart and you come up with the best ideas. But if you don't have any ideas, Miss Hannah, what should we do to remember our big idea?
Should we point to our brain?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Of others, everyone around us.
Yes, all the people around
Ooh,
you.
like the Black Panther.
Oh, yes.
Like they do in Wakanda.
Yes, he does that. Oh, that's such a great idea. Okay, so it's like this.
Think of others like the Black Panther.
Yes.
So good.
That's great. Now you guys are going to remember that big idea, and you're going to remember that even when it's hard, even when someone is not treating you the way that you want to be treated, you still need to treat them the way that you would like to be treated.
And our verse to remember even remind us that it's not easy for us to do it on our own. But with God's help, we can do it. And that's what Jesus promised in the Bible, that he would always be with us and he would always help us do what he tells us to do.
Yep, that's the coolest thing about it.
That's what makes us kind of like superheroes, is because we have Jesus on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have his strength with us to always help us.
And he's cooler than any of the superheroes, even muscly Black Panther.
Even as cool as Cap.
I know.
And cooler than Cap.
Speaking of other superheroes, do you want to tell the kids who we're talking about next week?
Oh, yes. Okay. So, another cool thing we've been doing this series is that we've not only been talking about superheroes, we've been talking about supervillains. So next week, we're going to talk about another villain, and this one is from one of Thor's movies.
Ooh.
We're going to talk about the villain from Thor Ragnarok. We're going to talk about the Grand Master. Have you seen that one?
I have. There's this one character in there that always makes me laugh. What is his name?
He's my favorite too. The rock guy,
yes,
right?
He's like all built up with rocks.
What's his name? Korg.
Yeah,
yes.
Great. Yes.
Korg.
Oh, man. Wouldn't it be cool if we could make our own Korg?
Oh, that would be awesome. Actually, that's a challenge we could give the kids.
To make Korg?
I don't know if they can make Korg, but what if they brought us a rock that they decorated how they wanted to?
That would be so cool. And maybe we could put it in that little rock area in front where there's a bench and the flowers, and then everybody can see it when they walk in.
Exactly.
Oh, we would love that. Epic Kids, that is your challenge. We would love for you to decorate a rock and bring it to us. We will put it in our flower garden, and also we'll give them extra Epic bucks.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh.
They just spent them all on reward day yesterday.
Yes, I know. I got to restock my whole store now, guys.
All right, Epic Kids, so that's your challenge. So bring us a rock next Sunday, next time you come to Epic, and we'll put it outside our rock garden so everybody that walks by can see it and think of you guys. And we are so excited that you joined us today and watched this video. We miss you guys. We wish we were together in person. But we will see you next week, and we are going to talk about another supervillain and have some more fun.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a great day.
Bye.